Sensational Vapes here, John Cloud. Alright, let's start off with the basics. We've got here is a CE4. Proper way to fill it, proper way to change a wick, cleaning, things that new people would like to know. This comes out from the bottom, very easy. This is your coil. Nice thing about these is when they quit working, you get another one of these. They're inexpensive. So now that you've seen it out, let's put it back in. While I have this part, let's go to cleaning. Easiest way to clean is completely disassemble it. I like to just run warm water through there. You can see. Run a paper towel in it to dry it out. Run warm water through there. Dry it off. You're good to go. Back to reassembly. Go ahead and put that back for now. Grab our bottom and our coil. Lightly thread them together. Once they're snug, that's it. Nothing needs to be over tightened in this. It will cause things to break. You'll be back seeing me faster than you want to. Alright, so let's fill this bad boy. Unscrew the top. We're going to grab some Sensational Vape e-juice. And I like our little nipple tops. That's kind of like pouring a beer. Imagine, I do that pretty well too. So you start tilted, then you can lean it up. Let the liquid run down the side of the tank. A little bit more. I like to fill them up right above the little clear plastic part in there. That way you know that the coil's covered, especially for your first fill. You can either let it sit there for, I don't know, about 5 minutes, or you can pull on it. You'll start to taste the flavor. Your coil is now primed. Now we are ready to take a vape off of this. So that one's pretty simple. Now, when you're removing this atomizer from whatever battery you're using, always hold it by the knurled part. Because if you do not hold it by the knurled part when you're unscrewing it, the base will come off of the tank. You will have juice all over you, your clothes, or your battery, which is never a good thing. Well, let's step up a little bit. iClear 30. Pretty simple tank. Pretty similar to the other one. The top does come off. The base comes off of the glass. The coil replacement is pretty much the same. It's just slightly different looking. It's got a whole lot more wicks, dual coil. Cleaning of this, I would just run a Q-tip in there or paper towel. You can always wash your glass out, run a paper towel through it to dry it off. You can run hot water and a paper towel on your top. Now to reassemble it, or coil replacement, your coil goes on first. And again, once you screw that on, just snug. Nothing needs to be tight. Okay. Then your glass goes on. And to fill this one, you fill it through the top with this piece off. And I'm not actually going to fill this one because it's pretty much the same. Juice goes in, down the side, till right above the plastic part. And the same concept of a couple dry pulls just to make sure you get your coils primed up, because you don't want to burn them. Silica's infamous for holding a burnt taste, so don't dry fire any of your silica atomizers. You won't be happy with it. Now let's go to the Kanger EVOD. Great tank. It's a BFF bottom feed or BFC bottom fed coil. The base unscrews from this one. Nothing on the top unscrews. It's pretty much one solid piece. Here's your base, your coil, coil replacement. That is what the coils look like there. So cleaning of this one, you can obviously just wipe that off with a paper towel, clean any excess juice off of it. This thing is just fine. Hot water and let it air dry. You can't really get anything in there to dry it off really well. So coil replacement, your coil right there, and snug. Again, don't over tighten it. Now I'm filling this one. I don't know if you can see that. There's a hole straight through the middle. So when you put your juice in there, you make sure it's on the side, not going in to the center. Because if it goes in the center, it will come out the bottom in your hand, your lap, your table. You hold it up right. You use the side glasses. I don't know if you can see that little silver tube in the middle. You'll fill it up to right about almost the top of that silver tube in the middle. Then take your base and screw it down. Just snug, has O-rings to prevent leaking, so therefore you don't have to over tighten it. This tank, the way you fill it, replace coils, is the same as the Pro Tank Mini. Pro Tank Mini is a little nicer because you can replace the drip tip. But again, pull the base off. This one does not have a coil, so we will show you. And I will actually use the coil out of the EVOD. Just unscrew that one. And again, we're going to take the base, screw the coil in there where it's just snug. Take our Pro Tank Mini and screw those together. We are then done. Filling this one is the exact same as the EVOD. You fill it upside down. It's really nice with the glass because you can see everything that's going on. Just again, don't get it down the center hole because you can see through it. It means juice will go through it. Let's put this back the way they go. And the Pro Tank 2, the exact same as the Pro Tank Mini. Replaceable drip tip, really nice. You put a plastic one if you don't like the metal, or any other style that you would like. Again, no coil in here. It's all right. We will borrow the EVOD coil. I think I'll just leave it out of the EVOD for now. So with the base in your hand, pretty simple. Screw the coil into the base. That's it. Filling this one with juice, same as the Pro Tank Mini and the EVOD. Do not go down the center hole. Put your juice on the side. It's really nice with the big glass viewing area so that you don't overfill it. Let's take that out. I might need that. Really nice thing about the Pro Tank 2 is if you break your glass, it is Pyrex, pretty strong, but things that are glass do break. Oh, I got one. You just unscrew that second collar the base screws into. You're going to make sure that you keep that rubber O-ring because you will need it when you put your new one in. You then remove the glass, or if there is none, you just take it apart. Got our new glass. I've got the O-ring in the base, put the glass in, then take the top piece and screw those together. Again, everything has rubber seals. You just want to be snug. You over tighten it, it will break. It is glass. And you take your base and your coil, fill it up with juice, and put on the base. You're then ready to vape. Now I won't go completely through it. ProTank Aero Tank, exact same as the ProTank 2, except for the fact that it has a dual coil and airflow control. I don't know if you can see that. This piece adjusts, covering the air holes or allowing the air holes to be open and more free flowing. Again, removable drip tip, really nice. Glass is replaceable, or you can buy a color of glass. We have red, green, blue, purple, clear. So that's pretty much your basic starter tanks and how to get going.